So the violet color, the shortest wavelength, it must scattered during the daytime. So the next scattered color is blue, then indigo. So like that it will go. As our eyes are more sensitive to the blue color, then violet color, the sky appears blue during the day. So our eyes is very sensitive to the blue color, so then the violet color. So that's why our sky appears in a blue during the daytime. But during the sunrise and sunset, the light from the sun travels a greater distance. Okay, the light which is coming from the sun, it travels the greater distance when the time of sunset and sunrise. Okay, so the blue light which has a shorter wavelength, we know when compared to the red, the blue light has the shorter wavelength, which means it is deviated so far. Red is the shortest deviation angle, but the blue is the longest deviation angle when you compare to the red. So for that reason, during the time of sunset and sunrise, okay, so what will happen means, so I'll read once. So the blue light which has the shorter wavelength, it's scattered away, and the less scattered is red light of longer wavelength managed to reach our eye. This is the reason for the reddish appearance of the sky during the sunrise and sunset. So even our eye is sensitive to the blue color. During the sunset and sunrise, the red color which has the longest wavelength, so it try to reach our eye. Okay, it try to reach our eye. So that is the reason during the sunset and sunrise we are getting the sky appears in a reddish color. Okay, so now if light is scattered by the particles like dust and water droplets present in the atmosphere, if the light is scattered by the large particles, okay, like dust or any other water droplets, so when it scattered by the atoms and molecules, so the thing what we saw before, that will take place. So now if the particle is scattered by the large particles like dust and water droplets present in the atmosphere, so in this the size A is greater than the wavelength, which means when you compare to the wavelength, the size of the particles will be very large. So the intensity of the scattering is equal for all the wavelength. So all the wavelength will have the equal intensity of scattering. So it is happening in clouds which contains the large amount of dust and water droplets. We know that clouds will have the large amount of dust and water droplets. So thus in clouds all colors get equally scattered. If the color is equally scattered, we will have what? Whitish appearance. Okay, if the color is equally scattered, we will have the whitish appearance. So in the sense, the one single light can able to dispersed into many colors. Okay, so in this case I will have the equal distribution of wavelength, so I will have the white color. But the rain clouds appear dark because of the condensation of water droplets on dust particle that makes the cloud become opaque. So during the rainy time, so inside the clouds I will have the dust particles and the droplets. Okay, so the condensation will be there. So for that reason, at that time the cloud will act as an opaque. Opaque is nothing but which will not allow the light to pass. Okay, so if earth has no atmosphere, there would not have been any scattering and the sky would appear dark. If there is no atmosphere on the earth, we cannot able to see the sky because the sky will be dark in color. So only because of the scattering we can able to see the sky in a blue color. Okay, so that is why sky appears dark for the astronauts who could see the sky from the above atmosphere. So this is called scattering of light. So sun also, it's in a white color when it touches the surface, which means atmosphere of the earth. So there I'll have the atoms and molecules dispersed into different colors. So violet color, blue color is more sensitive to our eye when we compare to the violet color. But during the sunset and sunrise, okay, the sky will appears in reddish color. That is because reddish color will have the longer wavelength when you compare to the blue. Okay, so that's all. Thank you.